So the draft looks like that for now. There is a second ban missed by the side of tax evasion.
Yeah, we of course saw a missed ban last game as well, but we do see a first pick Hecarim, which people will perhaps be used to because Hecarim is a very easy engage tool and very like straightforward jungler to play.
So we got
And
Lulu as the answer, maybe?
yeah, we have a Lulu and a Kiana on the side of time to throw.
And probably a Kaisa from the side of free agents. So I would say that Lulu was really early in the draft. I usually think that enchanters for now are more of a counter than exactly a first pick. A little bit surprising, I must say.
Let me see, Kaisa and the Jhin.
So it's Kaisa mid.
Oh, Kaisa is Nautilus apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we got the brand in the mid lane. Okay, that's getting interesting, especially since they got Hecarim, which will probably jump onto brand every time, but they got Lulu, I guess. Maybe that will help.
So yeah, oh, we do see a brand here. I think I remember seeing. Yes, so the mid laner for time to throw, he actually has put in some brand mid games, so that is actually something that they perhaps practiced and know how to work with. Kiana, I am kind of surprised to see overall.
And so
My
early at that.
apparently Kiana is Jinx, so
What is
never
happening?
mind. So this is of course very confusing for you guys on the stream. But Kaiser, imagine, okay, Kaiser's not there. There's Nautilus, Clockwork Terror's favorite champion there, and Kiana is supposed to be Jinx. Yes, very well. With the brand being mid lane and perhaps Lulu being slotted into either the support or the top lane position. So we do see the second phase of bans coming through here. Elise gone, Set gone. Of course, Set being a notable pick for the free agent community top laner.
Yeah.
And Poppy also being taken away.
And Delusion as the last ban from the side of the free agents. I must say, it's kind of hard for me to look at those comps because they don't match at all.
Yeah, so we're kind of not getting the right idea of the comp, but we will
Well, Kiana
perhaps
is
settle.
Jinx, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
And Kaisa is Nautilus.
Picking Jinx into Nautilus Hecarim. I must say, either you're ballsy or you are stupid.
Now, Anderson. Let's not be mean.
Okay,
we do see a Shen.
just ballsy.
So I think the Shen will slot into the. Actually, technically, we don't even know where the Shen is going. Maybe it's a jungle Shen. Who knows? But Shen probably slotting into the top lane position here. We see another Malphite being picked here on the side of free agent community, and a Victor for the mid lane. So that comp is then Malphite top, Hecarim jungle, blah, blah, blah. Victor mid lane, Jhin AD carry, and Nautilus support.
Exactly.
And we see a Zac hover here. We'll see if that one gets chosen, and it is. So on the side of time to throw, we have Shen top, supposedly. Jungle Zac. We have Brand mid lane, Jinx and Lulu bot lane. So very much perhaps a protect the Jinx comp, with the Brand being sort of conflicting, I guess. But Brand will of course provide a lot of damage and also a lot of slows and dots and CC and all that stuff. And on the side of free agent community here, they have, Malphite ult. I don't know if we'll see yet another full AP Malphite. I would maybe advise against it because you will need some tanky guys here in front.
Yeah, I must say that the Protect the Jinx comp seems really hard to execute here, since you can't really stop the Hecarim or the Malphite with the tools you have.
Yeah, it's gonna be well with our pre last game thoughts, we were pretty much wrong on all points. So we're taking everything here with a grain of salt, but we will see. We're now getting into the actual draft here.
Yeah, the draft has
as well.
begun, so we have to wait for the players to finish the draft and for the 3-minute pause after.
But we're free here to talk about anything we want. So, what do you think about Fnatic and Schalke's draft?
Yeah, guys,
I'm joking.
watch the better league now.
You already said that, Anderson. Come on, new jokes. So Anderson had a dream last night. Blah 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 blah. I didn't have a dream. I went for a walk today, though. Did you go for a walk today, Anderson?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I did.
Oh, was it a good walk?
Yeah, it was mediocre when it comes to walks.
Was it not really going as you were anticipating?
Yeah, it was not really going. I mean, yeah, the walk was alright. Nothing special, I would say. Saw a squirrel, though.
A squirrel?
Yeah, amazing.
Now, like, on the topic of squirrels, we do see squirrels in the jungle. So, what do you think about the jungle matchup that we have here?
I mean, let me think this through. Hecarim is obviously good at early skirmishes because he has a lot of base damage. Zac also has a lot of damage. Obviously, he's way tankier. I mean, usually he goes for a way tankier option, right? So I would say it really depends on the 2v2s we'll get. Because, for example, I think that Brand is like Brand can provide enough damage to win every 2v2 in the mid lane. And it's not like they will get an easy access to him. Probably Hecarim will just E into him, but still Zac should probably cover him with his own E, right? He will just knock him up and all. When it comes to the AD carry matchup, which would be Jinx versus
Jhin.
Jhin, yeah, exactly. I'm still getting confused by this guy. So Jinx versus Jhin. I would say that Jhin is pretty comfortable in this matchup. I'm really surprised that Time to Throw has gone for such a comp, because as I said before, for me it's really hard to imagine how they will protect the Jinx, and also it means that they have to get Jinx too early, which is not that easy, and then you need to have a good transition into the mid game, because if you do some missteps, you probably get punished, and that means that the whole comp is like very reliant on specific things, while free agents comp is really basic, but it'll work, right?
Yes, and we are sort of seeing here at the start. Hold on. Yeah, so we see perhaps the Time to Throw here is expecting a invade, so they're all stacking up here into the bush. Maybe seeing if someone will step up here. We see the Nautilus, but I don't think that they will go for anything.
Minions have spawned.
No, it's pretty standard start. We will see the Shen pathing up towards the top lane here. So ward being placed down there by the Hecarim. So he's opted in for the sweeper now. Yeah. Both of the junglers are starting bot side here, so maybe they will both be pathing towards the top lane. or perhaps the mid lane. See, Hecarim is moving towards his raptor camp, while Zach opts in for the big frog. See Marge here with the minion lead here. Let's start. Yeah, Marge, of course, Victor is one of his comfort picks, so he's probably happy he got his hands on that. Not sure how used to he's playing. If he's used to playing versus Brand mid lanes, but should be no biggie here. We do see in the top lane some Shen going in, actually, and some trading. Of course, Malphite losing out on that, and also he's losing out on the CS as of right now. And on the other side of the rift, we have small CS lead for the Jinx Lulu side. Yeah. But Hecarim is, he is going up towards the top lane here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't think... There's Marge. He's actually sacrificing a lot of Cryo here. And I don't really know what Marge is doing right now. There is a big wave crashing into the turret and he is losing out a lot of on the XP and the CS right now. Yeah, but Hecarim is actually going with Marge here. We'll see if anything happens. He's in. Yeah, so nothing really happens, but...
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to unmute myself on this. Thanks, Joe, for the heads
Amazing. Yeah, I'm sure you can all hear Anderson now.
Okay, so as I was saying, the Malphite Shen matchup is heavily Shen favored, as we can see, although the Shen for some reason fights in the crypts for too long. It's a bit fun for them. Bot lane obviously should be better for the free agent side, because the Nautilus can make a lot of pressure on the Lulu Jinx.
Yeah. We'll see a small CS lead here for the Jhin.
Oh.
Minions, but Hecarim here. Oh, he tries... Hecarim actually tries to engage here on the Lulu, but he kinda is not quick enough to get the E backwards. He actually E's the Lulu further away, so the Lulu just gets away.
Yeah, I mean, for now, you can see how much Marge missed out. Like, there's a level difference now. And there's gank happening here. Zach coming in, but that's just a bad jump. Also, great vision from the free agent that they know that he's going to the Raptors. Good vision.
See Malphite dropping a ward here in the tribe bush, because he knows that Zach might be looking towards top lane, because he's on that side of the map.
Brad is kind of overstaying here. I understand that he's got more XP, but with no mana, he's well, to get another trade to the top lane. But I must say, fighting in the creeps is not a smart idea. And that's a flash from Shen.
Yeah.
If I could ping these question marks, I would do that right now.
Yeah, we will see the Shen going back here. He of course has TP, so he might opt in for the TP back to lane here. But that's a summoner advantage for free agent community.
Close. Yeah, the Hecarim is doing the dragon. I don't think that the other team is aware of that for now. Yeah, Zach is just walking around camps that he doesn't have. So that's a great.
Yeah, so some good use of the enemy jungle not really knowing what he's doing because all his camps are gone. So they just opt in for the dragon. That was a weird channel from the Zac there. He attempted to E, but he immediately aborted.
Zac
and
is
now going
losing
back
a
to
lot
his
of
jungle.
time. Is losing a ridiculous amount of time.
And Malphite is backing on the top side. There is a... Oh, not really.
Well,
Oh,
there
it
is
is
a-
frozen.
There is a TP advantage for the Malphite if he doesn't come with any TP, so I would say that's a win
Yeah.
if he wants to contest the ult of Shen. At the
Yeah,
same time,
case-
the wave crashes badly for the brand, so actually Victor will get everything. Maybe besides the cannon, but still. Those minions are very valuable. Since he already lost a lot of this weird river roll. Oh! The hook on the Jinx! There's an engage at the V2, Lulu morphing the Jhin, and yeah, I guess that's it. The Nautilus got hit real hard. And
Oh,
now
he
the more
just-
poke. Okay, Zac coming into the
Yeah.
boost. There is a Hecarim trying to get onto the Jinx. A good stop from the Zac, I must say. There is an ignite onto the Nautilus for some reason.
Oh,
and also a
Malphite is-
TP from the Victor. There's an ult from Jhin, and I think that somebody must die here. The ult 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. Oh, the ult for the Malphite, and that's a double kill! A triple kill maybe for the Victor? No, Hecarim takes it, and the Zac will also die. That's a terrible fight.
Oh,
And-
and Malphite falls
The
at the end.
Malphite just dies. But still, a
yeah,
really,
big-
really good fight.
Big win here for free agent community. We saw everyone just... Yeah, we're all going top lane. There's a party in the bot lane, everyone. So everyone just TP's down. There's a nice Malphite ult. And of course the gold going in for Marge. He
Yeah,
must
for the
be really
Victor.
happy about that because he is quite behind in the CS department. And then of course a double kill going over for the Hecarim as well to even... So the Hecarim is even further ahead now from the Zac. But we do see a Herald being started by the brand,
Well,
which will be the response.
yeah, this would be a response to what happened, but is it a good response? I mean, if they do something good with the Herald, I guess it will come into fruition, but it doesn't change the lost fight. And here we can see a simple difference in the summoner spells. Brand took Ignite into the mid lane, and basically for now did nothing with it. While March used his TP correctly, the fight, because of that, has been won by them, and that gave me the advantage of one pick up. There's also some shenanigans in the top lane, Sventy getting attacked, but Hecarim comes in. I think they actually might be able to win this 2v2 since, yeah, the Shen got
Yeah.
feared.
Oh,
That's really close. March is
walking
also
up
coming
as
in.
well.
Zac is just dead, and I think that the Shen will also share this phase. Although he might be able to kill the Malphite, no, not really. And also, something happened in the bot lane. The Lulu is just dead. And for some reason Brand is here. I think they could have gone onto him because he was kinda alone. Maybe they would got at least the flash from him. So yeah,
Yeah,
actually
so-
for now a really good skirmishes from the side of the free agents, I must say, and for now it doesn't look really good for the time to throw. I guess they live up to their name.
Well, I'm not sure if they had much to throw. They sort of threw something, and it didn't really land anywhere. So I guess, but Marge going in for the
and
all-in here with the
Brand
run
will
from
be just
Nautilus.
Gems
And
counter
the
takes the
kill
kill.
goes over with the aftershock there, but I think that is the win
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, Marge
Marge
just
catching
away.
up. Marge catching up slowly on the CS, but of course the kill and assist will amount in more gold than what Brand has currently.
There's a freeze from the virus to keep the creeps at the tower. I guess it's smart enough from them since they already died 3 times. One of the shenanigans of the 5 men on the top bot lane, and second time I guess Nautilus must have made a good engage on the Lulu.
Yeah, so
Sadly we can't be everywhere, so we can't see.
there's actually, if I check in on the gold here real quick, there is about a 900 gold lead for Marge, a couple 1,200 or even 300 gold lead for the Hecarim here, and most notably, I'd say it's a 700 gold lead for the Nautilus here over the Lulu.
Yeah, I must say that this is the most difficult defense. Shen
But
engaging
you
again onto
see-
the Malphite. I don't think he can win this fight anymore. I'm
No,
not
of
sure
course.
about that. I mean, maybe, but not in the creeps again. I don't know why he keeps trading in the creeps. That's really weird.
Yes, it's weird trades here. We do see the CC from the Shen will be negated somewhat by the Malphite because he has opted into the Merc Treads.
Yeah, it's really.
But
smart
otherwise
thing.
it is pretty even in terms of the other items. Whilst the Hecarim has finished the Divine Sunderer,
The free agents are
Marge
setting up the
has-
Drake with him. And they are starting. Will be
I think-
time to throw in contest? Okay, the ult kinda premature. And the Brand got ulted and
Oh.
has to flash. So the Drake goes into the hands of the free agents, and also the flash lost on Brand is like a big disadvantage to him because he now won't be able to escape any CC.
Yeah, I think while looking at the draft, I think the Brand was the weirdest part.
Yeah.
Because it sort of doesn't really fit in with what we thought the comp would be, which would be sort of a protect the Jinx.
Yeah, something like
you
Galio,
would
maybe.
you would rather want, yeah, as you just said, a Galio or like some sort of tank,
Okay, so Zach taking in the
something
wave,
that provides
but
more
he'll get
utility.
A little bit chunky, I don't know. Also, the Herald is kinda ticking. And,
Yeah,
and they just lost the Herald.
Oh really? Wow.
Ladies
So
and
the
gentlemen,
objective.
I'm sorry, that's not how you play League of Legends.
Yeah, so we did see that the sort of consolation prize for the lost fight earlier was the,
And the Brand
as
is
we see, a
again.
dead Brand again. But yeah, the Herald just goes into nothing, and free agent community is just accelerating the gold lead here.
Well, I must say, I would really like, I would really want to be excited for this, but the Brand just has no flash. James Hunter gets a free roam into the mid lane and
Oh.
they just kill him.
Top
And once
lane,
there's
action.
something top lane happening again. The trades between Shen and Malphite are pretty much every minute right now.
Yeah,
Weird
but
flash.
the Hecarim ult goes
Oh,
wide,
and the
but the
Malphite ult
Malphite
and the
ult.
passive gets popped. Shen will probably... Okay, he will survive, but the Zac... Well, probably, yeah. Sventy takes the kill. Another goal for the Malphite, and we can see that the advantage is getting bigger and bigger in every lane. Especially in the mid lane, we can see, what is it right now? Almost 1,500 gold.
Yeah, so I think we're not writing anything off yet. We saw last game there was a beacon of hope in the mid game, so maybe there will be some out of positioning happening.
Herald is coming in half a
Or-
minute.
Yeah, of course, the objective that everyone knows how to use.
Well, I don't think
We do-
that the other side can really contest it right now. I think they'll just straight up lose the fight.
And I would like to check in the item that the Brand decided to go for first is the Rylai's Crystal Scepter.
That's really
Which
peculiar.
is, I mean, I'm not used to Brand mid lane overall, so maybe this is the way, but you know, it is peculiar indeed.
I mean, the slow won't give you anything, I think, because what will give you the slow against a Malphite hacker?
Yeah, I don't know what you're really trying to slow here. I guess it would be the Nautilus when he goes for the wrong hook.
Yeah, maybe, but still, I think the Liandvis for straight up damage is just better.
Yeah.
Bot lane resetting, mid lane also resetting. Maybe Herald will be done, but I guess they would need to recontest the prior because Shen already pushed up the top lane.
We do see Hecarim pinging the Herald here, so it looks like they might be prioritizing it on the side of free agent community. Shen going in again on the Malphite, but I think the I mean, this is very even trades, but
Yeah,
the Shen is narrowly winning out, I'd say, on the trades.
Yeah.
She has more built-in sustain, and we see Hecarim tried to give the blue buff, but maybe the blue buff was not.
No, Mark just said, nah, mate, I don't want it. And that's
Yeah.
it.
But now we will see Hecarim, Nautilus, Victor, all of them grouping up for the Rift Herald, and that will go over.
It's for free. They can also go for the break, which is in 45 seconds.
Sadly, the plates have already fallen, so this Herald is sort of kind of meh, in my opinion. But
I mean, if it's free, then
it's something. Yeah, it's free, of course. Now we see that the Imperial Mandate has been finished for the Lulu.
I don't think you should go Imperial here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to protect the Jinx.
You don't think the Moonstone Renewer will do a better job?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, if the comp, I guess that. I mean, we at least assume that the comp was to protect the Jinx, but I don't think she needs much more damage from the Imperial. Let's say. So obviously, both teams will be fighting for the Drake for some reason. I don't think that the time to throw can contest it, but
yeah, I think there is desperate. There are just desperate here.
Yeah, and
we see
Brand
that
is just dead because of the misplay. Let's say that you shouldn't be a Brand derby if you have a Hecarim on the enemy team, but yeah, I guess he didn't get the memo.
So 2 ults expended on the side of free agent community, but I still don't think that the time to throw has enough power to contest this.
They have the graphics. They know that it's happening, but they'll just have to farm. Also, Sventy
gotta remember
in
the top lane. Top lane action, as usual.
So next Drake will be, we got the soul point for the side of the free agents. I must say, free agents are looking pretty sharp this game, although obviously we don't know how strong the offense real are because it's only the first game. But that's a really well played. Really well played game.
Yeah, it's very clean game in comparison to the last one that we witnessed.
Yeah.
There hasn't been much sign of hope for time to throw yet. But of course the Herald will take down the mid lane turret and chunks out the mid lane tier 2 as well, and bot turret goes down. So yeah,
so Jhin
big.
gets a free turret in the bot.
I think yeah, they are free agents are sitting on a lot of gold right now, so they should be looking to back and get some more items. See, Marge opts in for the component that goes into Banshees to offer some protection.
Banshees are really good item here, I must say. Especially since you won't get knocked up by this item.
Now, at the same time, we see
some shenanigans in the top lane. Is this a 3v2 from the side of the free agents? Okay, that's a little bit ballsy, but Hecarim goes onto the Brand nonetheless. Flash from the Malphite. Shen ult onto the Brand to help him survive the onslaught of the Hecarim, and Hecarim is dead.
Oh, and Marge is tried to TP, but he got interrupted.
Cancelled by the Lulu, but Lulu will die for it probably. Oh no.
Actually, was the Jinx chompers who actually interrupted the TP from Marge? But it was kind of weird actually. The
Marge is dead?
Yeah, Marge is dead as a result.
There is something else in top lane again, but I think Sventy will be fine this time. And
bot lane is rotating.
Oh, again?
Missed skill shots.
And
the shield from the Solari.
Yeah, and the Zac is just dead. Okay, the passive will be popped, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so small victories for time to throw, but in the end, I think the advantage is again on the side of free agent community.
Yeah, there's one foul.
I kind of felt like it was weird that they actually opted in for the engage on the top side with the Malphite and the Hecarim ult, but Jinx goes...
That was really optimistic from the Hecarim.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough damage to suffice a Lulu and a Jinx. And the flash!
The flash from the Virus, very good flash from him. He might survive because of this. No! Gems Hunter with the wall hook. That must feel really bad for him. You'll recover. Don't worry. But it doesn't matter that much. For now, the free agents are in the lead, and that's a quite big lead for an early game. Also, not to mention that in less than 2 minutes we have a Drake, which is a soul for this side of the free agents. So if they get the soul, the Victor and the Jhin will be really, really strong.
See red buff here being cleared by the Jhin.
Also, Malphite has the Scuttle Crab to secure vision on the Baron.
Jinx also gets a red buff, so there is neutral red buff. See that sweeping around the dragon, which is coming up in around a minute or so.
Malphite will easily get caught by the red team. No, not really. Also, they are really waiting for him, and it just doesn't happen. Sventy doesn't fall for it. Also, I don't think it was intentional.
Jinx staying on the bot side here.
Ult on now.
Oh,
the ult from the Malphite on the brand. But I don't. Oh, Hecarim tried to rush on the Zac, but I don't think it's a good fight for them. The Victor does
very
the ult
ambitious,
on the Shen, and nothing happens really. Some ults have been burned, but nothing much.
Yeah, there's 4 ults now expended on the side of free agents. I think that was very ambitious. I don't think they needed to force anything mid lane. I think they could have played it more controlled, because the dragon is coming up.
Yeah, I completely
Nobody
agree.
dies, so there is still the Lulu and Shen ult for perhaps the Jinx in the upcoming fight for the dragon here. Maybe time to throw, since they are on the red side, it's much easier for them to access the dragon pit, so maybe they will actually go for this one.
They might go, although the Hecarim can still steal it, I think. Although he doesn't have his ultimate, so it will be harder. The ult from the Jhin to ensure that this won't be easy, and Hecarim goes to the Drake, and the smite has been missed. The fight goes on. Shen is ulting the Jinx for no reason for now, although he somehow manages to survive. Zac, a good stun for whole the team of the blue team, and for now nothing happened besides the Drake being taken by the red team, but nobody dies.
Yes. I don't know how they do it. I think there is 10 players right here who has plot armor. Everyone will jump in. There's a lot of stuff, but nobody dies. Of course, on the side of free agents, they didn't have much of their ults ready, so maybe that could have been difference maker. But they sort of had to get in there since they wanted to contest for the dragon soul for themselves. But the dragon goes over. Time to throw. There is pings on the Baron right now. They might want to set up some vision around that. But time to throw now, grouping up in the mid lane. I think free agents will answer that.
Yeah, they are grouping up
shortly.
The Baron will be the main point of contest, but the Scuttle Crab is being taken by the blue team, and they managed to take it. Also,
mid turret actually goes down.
Yeah.
As well. So
while
that's
this is happening,
some gold. Blue buff being taken by Heck.
Zac is
now they are pinging on the mid lane here.
Yeah,
perhaps
they
they
want
to try and
force
something.
But I guess that's what you want to do. Like you want to threaten the Baron and make them come to you, so you can actually fight on your own terms. And I don't, even though the last fight somehow managed to go 0-4-0, I don't think that they can do it again. Also, for now, the red team is blind and they don't somehow come to the Baron, so I guess we just do the Baron.
Yeah, no blue trinkets either,
Nobody's
so
checking. That's really weird. This might be a free Baron.
I think they will just go ahead and get the Baron.
They just woke up, but I think it's too late. Yeah, the Jinx helps to move the Baron, and that's the Baron for the free agents. Amazing. Amazing, they managed to sneak away a Baron. A big misplay from the red team that they haven't checked the objective, even though they had no vision on them because of the control ward in the pit. Obviously, the red team tried to take mid-turret, but the Baron recalls are really quick, and also the Jinx got a little bit chunked by the tower.
Yeah.
The main point of the contention will now be the breaker, which is in 2 minutes, so Probably they will do with the Baron as much as they can, and they'll just turn to Drake and try to end the game. Or maybe not end the game, but probably they will be able to, like, there will be no point in fighting for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, the ult from the Sventy onto the Brand, and the Brand gets the Lulu ult, and he will just die by the TrueSilvah and his air shots. So, yeah, the Brand has just been popped. A really good ult from the Malphite. Brand hasn't appreciated that, and he burned his flash, but it was not enough.
Yeah,
Now,
time and time again, the Brand will die whilst also using his flash. So, yeah, don't
really
think it was the right pick here.
I mean, that really surprises me that Sventy didn't even have to use his flash for this. He just straight up ulted him, and the Brand was just too late to respond. So it actually means that probably the inhibitor tower will go down in the next wave, because the time to throw can't really do anything, while the top tower gets destroyed by the Hecarim. Are we engaged from the Shen? I think he might die because of this.
Yeah.
Okay, he
They
has
will
to
try and punish. Oh,
The Jinx ult
Jinx
was really
ult.
close, but not close enough.
and Hecarim runs away as well.
Okay, so obviously the blue team wants to reset for the Drake, which is happening in half a minute.
Yeah, I think they will have enough time to do that.
Yeah, with the Baron
But,
speed up. Probably, yes.
And the red side support will have to back as well, so there won't even be a lot of wards being placed by the red team, so they won't actually have
they
much
got the scuttle.
vision to place down. They got the scuttle, they're sweeping for the wards that the blue team just backed to get, so there are actually no wards being scouted right now.
Oh,
Zac
the
jumps
Zac
over
has
the wall.
been interrupted. That was crucial.
Okay, but again, we do see the red side, they have better access since they are red side, but here we go, and
the steal from the Malphite! The Malphite gets the Drake and the fight brews on! The Shen is getting destroyed by the Nautilus of all people! Jinx tries something in the backline, but now Victor will just destroys her completely. She doesn't have any HP. Zac goes down from the passive. The Brand will be dead also. And that's a 1 for 3 fight. For this 1 for 2 finally. Okay, 1 for 2 for the side of free agents. I was expecting that the Brand will die, but he managed to survive.
so Infernal Soul goes over to free agent community. I think there should be smooth sailing from now on with the fights, the potential fights. They might be able, like the next sort of step here would be to sort of wait for the Elder Dragon if possible, but I don't think that is feasible at all.
I mean, the fact that Malphite somehow got the Drake, it's flabbergasting.
Yeah.
So. But it pretty much means that the game will be really hard for the red team to play. Like the Victor with the Infernal Soul will just hit like a truck. I don't think there's much you can do there. Especially since how we saw that the Jinx got melted down by this Victor. She couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we're just seeing free agent community here, just taking what they can. They're sort of moving up towards the top side here as the sort of next pushing point for them.
Yeah,
Brand
I
is
mean,
sort of out of position here, but I don't think they can punish it.
That's how
Gems hooks.
From the gems,
Oh, and I
die
think
for
he
this.
actually dies. Yeah, he
That was really,
goes for the hook.
Really optimistic, but he should be thankful that Baron is not up.
Yeah, Baron is 1 minute away, so he will be up for it. But yeah, just small victory there, I guess, for time to throw. But
They got something.
don't know
there might
if
be a
it
fight
will
going to the
amount to
river.
much. Oh,
Oh! The engage onto the Lulu and the Zac, and Lulu just gets destroyed by the Hecarim. And while all this is happening, Virus tries to help his teammate from the jungle, and he will manage to do so, but they'll barely survive the whole ordeal.
yeah. As well, they destroyed Lulu. Lulu doesn't use ult, but the Shen ult was actually used on the Lulu, but even that was just destroyed by the Hecarim burst. So yeah, I think this could just be an easy Baron eventually free agent community.
I mean, Lulu will definitely be late for it. If they started from the just as it spawned, because I think that's the only thing they can do right now. Take the Baron and the game. That should be the plan.
Yeah. They're sort of all stacked up. Yeah,
the death pixel bush. Oh no! I don't think the red team is not aware of this, but also I think they should be.
Oh.
They should. Oh, the Shen hook and the Shen. Okay, the Shen will just dash. Hecarim coming onto him. The Lulu ult on the Shen. They might turn this around, but the Marge flashes onto the Jinx with the ult. The ult does so much. Now the Zac jump onto the 3 people. There might be actually some kind of a turnaround. The Jinx hits like a truck and she gets 1 kill, and that's for now a 2 for 2. Zac jumps onto the Jhin, but just not enough.
We actually saw here this fight, the Brand ult that did a lot of work, which is why most of the free agent community here is very low. And of course Jinx doing a lot of the damage as well. But yeah, was kind of forced again. And crucially, the Jhin W actually misses on the Shen, so he actually doesn't go down in the end. I think if the Jhin W gets hit, then fight will look different.
And that's really questionable from the Victor. I didn't know how to comment on this. I just froze.
Marge TPs to the lane. He just dies.
That's really questionable. Yeah. He knew that they were in the bot side jungle. He had to know this. The red team setting up vision around the Baron. They might actually start it. I mean, the Sunfire will start it definitely. They're actually doing it. Marge is not here, but the Sventy ult onto the Lulu, and the virus is just dead. The Jhin still starts with his arrows, and that's a double kill for the TrueSilvah. Maybe a triple kill even. Yes, it's a triple kill for TrueSilvah. Jhin gets 3 kills and quadra kill. You don't get a pentakill as a Jhin. You know that. The real Jhin mains will know. But Lulu is just dead here. That's a really desperate call from the red team, and that will be a pentakill maybe. They really want to give it to him.
He misses again, so I don't know. I think the Lulu will just die from the Hecarim here.
But we all know the Malphite will just push the inhibitor here. And to be fair, the quadra kill on Jhin is more satisfying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, they're not opting in for the end here, which I don't think they should even, because of the low time still.
They will just get destroyed. They don't have the super creep sadly, so they'll just go for the Elder.
Yeah, of course the Elder, we pointed out earlier, maybe that was a of hope for time to throw, but looks like they will just burst it down here. Free agent community.
I mean, the Baron was really optimistic from them. They just got smashed by the small fighter. They all lined up for it perfectly. And the Elder has been taken. The fight is going on. What a ult from Nautilus and Malphite. The Brand will be just dead. The Jinx tries to do damage, but I don't think it's enough. Well, meanwhile, Shen is trying to tank the fight. He tanks it for some time, but he's just dead. And now for all the virus is actually turning this fight around. No, Hecarim jumps on her, and the Lulu will just die because of the Hecarim damage, and that's an ace for the free agents. For some
I think
time,
that is the game here.
Yeah, it might be the game. For some time it looked that the virus can turn this fight around, but it was just not enough. The difference is too big. The Soul is doing its damage, and sadly they can't come back from this.